Good morning, students. We have to study today about the classification of the social movement. We are going to study classification of social movement, or one classification of social movement we have studied in our previous classes. Understand? Uh, we have already now study very clearly what kinds of the movements are and what the factors of the movement to be called a crowd or the group aggregates as a movement. Understand that we have already seen that these movements should be known as a movement. There must be the factor. A movement must be the organization. A movement must have the leadership, its objective, its collective efforts. Understand? And over the time, these there are so many factors. Then a movements can be the called a movement, and we have already seen that now the movements, the kinds of the movement. Today, the movement which we are going to study, that movement we are going to study on the basis of the centuries, the appearance of the centuries, and particularly on the basis of the old and new movement. So now under this we shall now make the comparison between the old and the new social movement. Understand? Social movement or from the political movement. Understand? We shall see that in this class, or moreover the old and a new movement we shall see, or what the trend of the movement. Understand? What the trend of the movements have changed by the passage of the time, or by this, and what were the factors about behind these movements we shall see. So for much of the 20th century, and particularly we are going to focus in this class on the movements which occurred in the 20th century. Now we are living in the 21st century, but we are going to focus particularly upon right from the contemporary world. It means that the First World War, Second World War, and the incidents after the Second World War. The moment after the Second World War, during the interwar period, the movement what they happened. Understand? So the movement in the 20th century, we shall try to draw the many of the movements and its association. First of all, social movements were a class-based movement. Now I have already mentioned that because of the rise of individualism, or because of the rise of the capitalism in the world. Understand? Now the socialist views began to emerge even right from the mid of the 19th century onwards. Understand? The socialist ideas emerged because of the massive exploitation by the capitalist system. We know that very well. It is quite clear that the capitalist, under the capitalist system, the only wealth centered in the few hands, and the rest of the population or the masses were subject to the exploitation. Understand? In response of this exploitative system, understand, in response, and this is a very ridiculous now as the individualism established in the Europe, and according to the individualism, now the state will not interfere in the way of the capitalism, or in way of the production, market, transactions, and the labor systems. Understand? And the working system, the state will not interfere in that. And that was this notion was supposed to be the very idealistic and the very sophisticated and the well sophisticated ideology. The capitalism emerged under that sophisticated ideology that the society will develop. Understand? By the development of the capitalism or the industrial system and like that. But what happened? This became as the massive exploitation started by the capitalists, and the many or these capitalists now started working hours were lost, understand, or their working or their wages were the very little, understand, and moreover they have to be the live in the slums area under the and no allowance, no accident compensation. So the large number of the people now began to in the dark conditions, understand, or they were became the excessive the subject of the exploitation under the so-called capitalist, understand, or this capitalist now started exploiting these laborers and the workers, and this became what the notion for the okay. Now this was the notion given by the Adam Smith and the work that this will be the very ideal system in the society. They were split the and the very progressive society, and on the other hand the most masses now lived and they were pushed under the darkest niche of the exploitative system. So as a so they started the socialist. Where is the capitalism? The socialism birth behind that. Naturally, socialism, because the capitalist system is completely now based on the massive exploitation of the workers. So that is why the socialist ideas began to emerge in the Europe. The okay at the evening, and these workers begin to talk about that exploitative system, or the now they form the union, the association, or started. On the other hand, this capitalist with the help of the state or the government, they begin to suppress and use their brutal power against these working classes, understand. So this under this process, understand, or moreover the Marx was influencing the whole of the Europe. The Marxist theory, the Marx ideology, and we already know that with the influence of the Marx, understand, influenced of the Marx, now the Russia, now first country in the world, understand, experienced the revolution, and where in 1917 in the October November this revolution overthrew the Tsarist rule, understand, and the Tsarist rule, and then after the entire management went in the hands of the working class, understand, or moreover the Lenin now just 13,000 these capitalists and the so-called now the wealthier class was butchered, understand, by the Cheka, understand, he formed a Cheka, and then after this Cheka system or the Cheka army and the brigades now killed, and they were hanged. Many of these capitalists were now the name of the capitalism was completely abolished from the Russia, understand. So now we see that this system and the socialist idea, the exploitation of the capitalist, and understand, became mocking. The socialists became started mocking. What is this development is that? What the system is this? Understand? They started the mocking against this capitalist, understand, or this capitalist system. Moreover, the classified, so the 20th century social movement were classified such as the working class movement. In the 20th century, the beginning of the 20th century, the second decades, we see that how in the Russia this working class movements deposed the government, and this was the first the success of the working class and the communist and socialist movement in the history of the world, understand. And then after the peasants movements started, the peasants they had their own grievances. This class, peasants class, working class had its own grievances. Peasants class had its own grievances. So that because of the peasants class grievances in the China, now this was the completely a peasants class movement. And that peasants class, what happened in the China, also established the socialist government or the communist government. And the China made a tremendous development in the world. What a tremendous development made the world so understand, and became the one of the biggest power in the Far Eastern country. And no the country is dares to challenge the China, understand. And now they here, and this was the because of the socialist government, and as well as the anti-colonialist movement. Now we see that in the beginning or in the mid of the 19th century, and right from the mid of the 20th century, a movement, and later on after the in the last quarter of the 20th century, movements against the colonialism now went on. It was carried out by the different freedom struggle and the political leaders of the different parts of the world. And moreover, while anti-colonialism movement united entire people, the anti-colonialism movements, it no doubt this entire this now in the India in the this movement anti-colonialism movement, whether the Burma in the Sri Lanka or whether the Western countries, understand, in the Muslims countries or as well as in the Far Eastern countries. Okay, anti-colonialism movements went on the or into the Islam or movements, anti-colonial movements united the entire people, and this anti-colonial movement now just united the entire people, entire united the entire people of a nation on this was a liberation struggle, and that against the colonist Western colonialism. Okay, whether in the Africa or whether in Asia, first in Asia, then after in African country, a spate of the breaking of the chain of this subjugation of the capitalism and subjugation of this imperialistic power. Now, just power against that, the movements started. And moreover, class-based movement united classes to fight. And the other hand, the working class movement, the peasants class movement, or the other occupants class movement, now they now started the fighting for their rights. So this kind of the 20th century was the beginning with the movements of the different classes against the exploitation, against the maximum exploitation of that. The most far-reaching social movements of the last countries where we can far-reaching social movements have been the class-based movement. Most far-reaching movement was the class-based movement. That's the based on the national liberation struggle. The 20th century was beginning with the class-based movements. It means the working class all over the world started the movements. Understand? Or the first they saw or experienced in the Russia, and then after this movements was no doubt the working class movement influenced the entire European countries. Understand? And between the two world wars, understand, we can see that a spate or series of the movements went on, and this was the working class movement that gave the rise to the fascist forces in the Italy and the Germany. Why? Because this capitalist country or the so-called democratic capitalist country, they remained the quiet. They were now why the Hitler and Mussolini got the rise, and they could be the suppressed in earlier, because this was the reasons behind that. Is the capitalist country led the Hitler and the Mussolini rise. Why? To suppress the communist movement. Because of that, to suppress the communist movement, they remained the quiet and led the Hitler to rise. Understand? And fascist because the Hitler had and the realized Hitler was designing to now culminating the communist ideology, and the communists from the Nazis were involved in the killings of the communists. Understand? So this was the and the fascist in the Italians, in the Mussolini, his fascist. They were in the involved in the now killing the communist and avoiding. But on the other hand, the working class, the poor class, we are struggling and supporting the communist classes. And the last century thus have been the class-based or based on the national liberation. On the other hand, the one movement was the national liberation movement, means the movement of the freedom all over the world in the other countries of the world were going on simultaneously. The both movement, working class movement and now the working class movement, and moreover, workers movement in Europe gave rise to the now international communist movement, worker class movement in the now we know that very well. After the Russians revolution, now they formed the Communist Party and Bolshevik formed the Comintern, and this Comintern main aim was to promote the labor organization and the labor's movement in all over the world. Understand? It was the main just aim of the communist or international communist movement, and this was the led by the Comintern. Its aim was not the bringing about the communism and communist government within the Russia. No, they had the aim to bring about this revolution all over the world. Understand? And they gave the slogan that the workers of the entire world they unite. Understand? And on that basis, they were driving their ideological move towards the world. Understand? And this no doubt influenced the whole of the Europe, and the Europe also involved in the fighting, involved in the indulged in the fighting with the communist versus capitalist. Although the capitalists ruthlessly, with the help of their state system and the police and the system, they suppressed and crushed this communist movement. But they have to the communist they have to be the face. They have to be the struggle against the communist forces. Although these all the capitalist countries of Europe, okay, they experienced it. The communist movement, very well experienced. Moreover, besides the bringing about the formation of communist socialist states across the world, most notably Soviet Union. Now the Soviet Union, I have already mentioned that the first time where the Soviet now the socialist state established, communist and socialist state, the Soviet Union, Cuba, and the China movement also led to the reform of capitalism, or these movements also led the reforms of the capitalism. Understand? Now this forced the reforms in the capitalism, and now moreover the creation of welfare. Though as this movement, no doubt the communist ideology and the socialist movement laid the pressure upon the capitalist government, capitalist oriented government. Understand? To make the reforms and to bring and to establish a democratic welfare state. Understand? Democratic welfare state that protected the workers' rights, in which the workers' right, they were forced to protect the worker rights, and offer the universal education to all, and the health care to the all, and social security to the workers, and in the capitalist nations of the Western Europe was partially due to the political pressure. And why these reforms happened? The reforms in the health system, universal health system, universal education system, and the rights were given. Why? Because the pressure created by the communist and the socialist movement. It was the pressure created by the communist and socialist movement forced this capitalist system and the capitalist to bring about the reforms and make their state as a welfare state. Understand? And moreover, the movement against colonialism had been the influential as the movement against the capitalism. And now we see that the movement against the colonialism had been an influential movement against the capitalism. Colonialism and capitalism, imperialism and capitalism, these were simultaneously adjoined together, twin. Okay, imperialism and capitalism were the twin. Understand? Who were the forging their empire in the world. And since the capitalism and colonialism have usually been interlinked through the forms of imperialism, capitalism or colonialism, both are the very interlinked through the forms of imperialism. Imperialism and colonialism, with a very little difference, both are the similar. Understand? So here, social movements have simultaneously targeted both these forms of the capitalism exploitation. The social movement now targeted the both of these forms of the exploitation, and that is the nationalist movements or the movements have mobilized against the rule by the foreign power, as well as against the dominance of the foreign capitalism. So now these movements were against the foreign capital and the foreign dominations. So both the targets as in India, this was the targets against the capitalist system of the Europe or against the their political domination or the over our country. This was the within next after the the decades after Second World War. Understand that 1940 post war Second World War, after the 1945. Understand the Hitler and the fascist forces surrender and their downfall happened. Then after the new world system was established. Understand? Or now after the Second World War, now witness the end of empire. We see that this was the end of the imperialistic empire. But although the imperialism is still existing in the world in the different form, in very refined form, that needs to be the just to understand. And here the empire and the formation of new nations states, and after the imperialism ended, understand, or new states or the new independent states freed a free state, understand, they emerge or new nation states with a huge feeling of the national identity, national collectiveness, feelings of the collectiveness or national identities. These new nation states emerge in the all over the world, and as a result, nationalist movement in India. If you see, the nation India became the nation states. The full-fledged feelings of the and the India, Egypt, or Indonesia, maybe the other countries, many of the other countries, they now emerged as independent states after just after the Second World War. Since then, another wave of social movement occurred in 1960s. Another wave of the social movement, and the early 70s. This was the time of the war in Vietnam. Another social movement started. We know that. Now the Vietnam earlier had been occupied by the under the French colonial system, understand, and then after the under the influence of the social and capitalist, a Cold War began all over the world. So the America, after the French left the Vietnam, and after the French, that now Vietnam came under the control of the America. America wanted to control the Vietnam and wanted to completely root out the communist ideology from the Vietnam. So Ho Chi Minh, understand, a very strong and prominent leader. Now he launched a movements in the Vietnam, or through these Vietnamese movements. Understand, under this Vietnamese movement, the America this now turned into a bloody movement. Why the America wanted not the late the communist government to be established in the Vietnam, and it was the Vietnamese people. Understand, they strongly now faced the America, protested the America, or ultimately America had to be the in 70s or 80s. America had to leave his design in the Vietnam. America was completely he has, and moreover, since then the 60s or early 70s, this was the time when the Vietnam forces led by United States of America were involved in the bloody conflicts. The people and bloody or in the and this I have already mentioned. Vietnam was under the influence of the French colony against the communist guerrillas, and the communist guerrillas now you can we can study that how these very brave and they, with their strong determinations, America like capitalist or the strong country was brought to the under the feet, on the feet, and this was the determination of the ideology of communist ideology and determination of the Vietnamese, the Ho Chi Minh leaders, they are a strong leader and they are a strong will that now force the America, understand, to leave. Understand that this is the and the guerrillas in Europe. Paris was nucleus of the vibrant students movement in the Europe that joined the workers' parties. A students movement now emerged and Workers' Party series of strike protesting against the war. In the Paris, when the France was involved, many students they now participated in the America, participated in the movements across the Atlantic. United States America was experienced a surge of social protest even in America. Understand? Or across the Atlantic, America had to be the face a surge of a series of protests by the socialist movement in the world and civil rights movements led by the Martin Luther on the in the America also the civil rights movements was going on against the racism. Understand? Against the racial discrimination. Okay, the civil rights movement, okay, black power movements was going on, and the now Martin Luther King who was leading the civil rights movement, and on the other hand Malcolm X he was leading the black power movements. Black power movements, civil rights movements, it was a this movement was a very civilians movement, or this was a very normal movement, and this movement was led by the Martin Luther, understand, under a civil movement on the basis of the Gandhian's theory. Other hand, the Black Power movements by the Malcolm X, he led the Black Power movement in America. Understand, in America, uh, 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 or it was the rather violent movement, rather radical movement we can say, and the anti-war movements was joined by the tens and thousands of the students who were being compulsorily anti-war movements in the America itself. When the America was involved in the Vietnam, the American students and the American peoples were not willing to fight against the Vietnam, and now drafted by the government to go, and they were forcibly taken into the army, or that's why, and the fight in the Vietnam, that's why the students of America strongly protested the government's policy. The students were drafted into the army, leaving their studies compulsorily. That's why the a protest started in America. Other hand, in the Vietnam women's movements and the in Vietnam, or other hand, the women's movements and the environmental movement, it was the broader movement in the world, all over the world. And movement also gained the strength during the time of social fermentation, or this movement also got the strength under the social fermentations, or it was the difficult to classify the movements of this so-called new social movement. So this became as belonging to the same class or the even the nation. It is the very difficult. It is the national movement or the class movement. More rather than the shared class identification, particularly felt they shared the identities as a students, women, and the black or environmentalist. They shared the identity. However, how are the old social movements, and they often based on the class related issues like the trade union or the peasants movements different from the new social movements. Understand? Like the environmental and women or the tribal movement. Here how the these new social movements are different from the tribal movements, the women's movement, or as well as the environmental movement. You have to be the make and understand that. Students, I suppose today we should stop now, or the next class, next topic we shall discuss. Okay, thank you very much.